So you guys, 2023 is almost done. Like looking back at the year, we have done some amazing custom. But this is what I need y'all to do. I need y'all's help right now. I need you to put down your favorite custom you see me do. And after watching today's video, I want you to put down your top 3 favorite customs and what do you want to see me do in 2024. I got a lot of cool ideas. I can't wait to show y'all, but let's get to it.
Is take the factory finish off. Shout out to Andres for this leather prepare and deglazer. This is going to take the factory finish off the shoes. Remember you guys, it's factory finish on the shoes, all right? Second thing is we're going to take this swoosh off. I got a cool idea. I got a really cool idea about doing another Dragon Ball Z custom because y'all really liked it, but this time we got to go with my boy Goku. I think what I'm going to do is actually put another type of swoosh on here, probably like a Kamehameha. That would be super sweet. Nice. I'm not going to lie to y'all, taking the swoosh off takes a little bit of time, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on the other side and I'm actually just going to skip it right there. See? All right, now we're going in with our orange, and basically I got a cool idea. I got a cool like design for this Goku shoe. So you know we gotta do orange because his pants is orange, and I'm taking like his clothes and like how the character, like the colors of the character, and then I'm just about to put them all on the shoe. You guys, this might be one of my favorite customs after I'm done with it, just because what I envision in my head with it. Okay, so as y'all know, we have to use a blow dryer to speed up the drying process. Look, if all my beginners out there that's watching my videos, I know I have a little bit of some here or there because they hit me up on Instagram. Look, make sure you get you a blow dryer because it helps speed up the drying process. And look, remember to only, I know I say, hey, look, hey, just remember to do light coats and use the blow dryer and to like speed it up because you want to do at least 3 to 4 coats whenever you're painting anything, okay? Painting shoes, you want to do multiple coats but make it very light. Okay, so now we're moving on to the blue, right? So the blue is part of his outfit, so that's why I painted it here. And the reason why I'm doing it like this, y'all have to be patient with me because it's gonna all make sense at the end, all right? So basically we painting this part blue, and we're gonna actually like start bringing the custom a little bit more together, especially with the little details that I have in mind. All we gotta do is just make sure we take our time with this, paint this, do very light coats like I just said, and then take out the blow dryer and just do multiple light. Okay guys, this is actually a very much left field side note, is I used to really love Dragon Ball Z. I used to like really think like one day I could really become a Super Saiyan. I kid you not, I used to love Dragon Ball Z, man. I used to have it for like all the Nintendo, I think it was like Nintendo 64, was it like the GameCube? It was some type of Nintendo, and I couldn't beat Cell to save my life. Bro, I couldn't beat, yo, Cell was like one of the hardest. All my real Dragon Ball Z fans, y'all know, like when you had to face Cell with like Gohan, man, that jump was too hard, and he had his like arm was messed up, so it was man, I know, but that's whole left field. But look, basically what I'm doing is I'm adding more details of the blue to the shoe, and I'm just going to continue keep adding more details until we bring it all together. Okay, so now I got the Andres flat black out, and basically what I'm doing is I'm actually painting the tongue black. I really don't want to keep this shoe mostly white. I don't want to leave no parts white, really. You know, if I can add a color in there, I would. Now, I'm actually about to go in with my black Posca marker. That's the cool thing about Posca markers. You can add little details like this. And I'm going in, basically making like a little cartoon effect with it, just adding little details here and there. But shout out, see, this is why you gotta have a Posca marker handy, is because doing this with actually like paint, man, it took you forever, but this actually saved me a lot of time. Okay, so after the small little cartoon effect with the Posca marker, now I'm actually going in with a paintbrush because I'm adding some more details. Like, you gotta add all these things because the custom wouldn't really come all the way together, you know what I'm saying? So I'm adding like little marks, little here and there. It's like just some cool stuff to add to the shoe to give it like a little pop, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what I'm doing. And look, I had to do a lot of stuff off camera with this because, yo, the way my hand was shaking, it's like I usually have very much good like still hands when I'm doing this, but my hands were shaking. I guess because I ain't done a custom in a while. But look, I'm actually doing these little details, and as you gonna see, like it's gonna really make the custom pop. Okay, so after they add the little details, now it's time to actually bring out the swoosh. You guys, I did this swoosh like off camera. I thought about the Kamehameha, you know what I'm saying? I thought about that, so I had to actually put it in there. And you already know I had to add some stencils to the shoe, so this is one of Goku's logos he usually has. Okay, you guys, we gotta talk about this cool airbrush that a company sent over to me. Let me tell you, this airbrush is so cool. I gotta tell you, so y'all know the old airbrush I used to have to plug it up. I used to have this big old thing, but look, this thing is so small, so compact, and it's really nice. You know, it's all in one, a very like portable airbrush that's really cool. That's the one thing I like about it. And the company that sent this over, they really specialize in airbrush, and I will tell you this, check out the link in the description below. You gotta try this out. Like, it's so easy to use. I mean, it shoots out very well. It comes with a kit, and in this kit, it comes with like a power charging cord. Another cool thing about the kit, they give you these containers that you use to actually put the paint in and actually attach these to the airbrush. I think this is so helpful and so cool. The next thing they give you is actually a airbrush cleaner. This is so helpful because y'all know I stay messing something up with my airbrush. So thank you for the company that actually put this within the kit. Look, I'm trying to tell you, this airbrush kit is legit. Now, the way I'm even just like spraying it is really, really good. It's just like, it's smooth. It's coming out the airbrush really smooth, and that's one thing I do like about it. I wanted to add this Goku piece on here because that is what really is gonna bring the whole custom together, you know what I'm saying? Last but not least, I wanted to actually paint the inside of the shoe black. I think just leaving it white just was not gonna do it justice, so I wanted to go in and paint it black. I'm actually using paint, and I'm using a fabric medium called GAC 9100. I use these both together just because if you actually just paint within like fabric or anything soft like that within the shoe, it's gonna come out hard, and you don't want that. You want to keep it soft. What we gotta do is we gotta acetone the leather. We gotta make sure that we taking the factory finish off the shoes because we want our paint to actually bond to the shoes. And this is the most, if I would say this is the most crucial part of customizing shoes. Make sure you take the factory finish off the shoes.
Okay, for this custom, I'm thinking let's whip out the airbrush and let's do like an airbrush custom. That's what I'm thinking, okay? And I think we're gonna go with that. I just gotta plug this thing on up.
Okay, for this custom, we're gonna be mostly doing airbrushing today. I actually started off with this Angelus yellow for the bottom, and basically I'm gonna do a bunch of different colors, and we're gonna make a really cool custom today. When you're airbrushing, make sure to really take your time and do very light coats, man. You gotta take your time. Okay, so the next color is we're actually gonna do like a darker yellow, and then we're gonna actually layer that over top, actually blending the yellow, the brighter yellow, and like the darker yellow. You can't really see it on camera though, but that's what I'm doing, fading them in between each other. Okay, so the next color we're doing is actually an orange. So we're fading all the yellows into the orange. If you have an idea of what I'm doing, make sure to put that right now in the comment section below just to see if you're right. All right, so we got the yellow, now we got the orange. Basically, all I'm doing is just kind of fading them in between each other, and I'm just going around the whole shoe, airbrushing the orange. I know some of y'all guessed it, so the next color is actually a red. We're actually doing a red over top of the orange, so we're fading all these colors together, and I can tell you this right now, this is actually looking really cool so far. Okay, so this last color is this neon paradise pink, and I think this is a really good touch to add at the top of the shoe. All the colors are fading in together. As you know it now, you guys, I am doing like a sunset Miami Beach type of theme custom because, man, I love Miami. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like so far as me doing the colors and trying to fade them in. Now, this is the thing that I have to do. As you see in some parts that they're not really faded in correctly. So basically what I'm gonna do is just go in and just try to fade them all together. Just go in, take some colors out, and then just try to just blend them all together. Okay, so after we have finished fading all the colors in like correctly, now basically what I'm doing is I'm actually about to freehand. A city, right? Because you can't have a sunset without the city. You can't have a sunset without having Miami, the city, on there, right? So that's basically what I'm doing. So I'm actually freehand. I actually could took my Posca mark out, but I kind of want to challenge myself just a little bit and just do it freehand with just paint and a paintbrush. This is actually a small paintbrush that you can find at your local arts and crafts stores. Make sure you get like the fine detail ones. I was actually looking for a smaller one, but I didn't have it. So I'm just trying to be real steady and just have a steady hand with this and just mapping out like the city in the background. Okay, so after we do the outline, now it's actually time to fill this in with Angelus flat black. That's basically what I'm using. So I'm just taking my brush, and I actually could have used a bigger brush to speed up this process a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? But this is actually coming out really cool. To be able to freehand something like this it's not that difficult. You just have to have like a steady hand basically when you're doing this, because you can honestly mess up, and I've messed up in the past. I'm just gonna keep it honest with y'all. I've messed up in the past with a whole bunch of different customs, but the more customs I do, kind of the better I've gotten with it. And then just having a steady hand in general, like that helped out too. So practice actually makes perfect. You know that cliche thing everybody says, but it actually does. Okay, so basically, like I said, filling this in, and then after this, we're gonna add a couple more details to the shoe as well, just to bring that whole Miami theme all the way together. Okay, so the next details we're gonna add is actually some palm trees. It's not Miami, a custom, unless you add some palm trees. We can all agree that you gotta add palm trees to the custom. All right, so basically what I'm doing is I'm drawing like a straight line up, like for the palm tree, and then I'm actually like making like the branches come like to the left, to the right. I actually had to watch a tutorial for this because I really didn't know how to do it, and it's like a little technique you have to do. It's really a little tedious, but it looks good though, you know what I'm saying? So that's basically what we're doing. We adding palm trees to the customs to tie it all the way together, and then it honestly should be done after that. Okay, so I know a lot of people ask me, so I actually use a satin finish, Crelon satin finish on shoes, and what I do is basically spray a couple coats on there, and then the paint should be good to go on the shoes. Okay, you guys, there we have it. It's like a sunset Miami beach vibe. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I don't mean to take up too much of your time because I know you're at the end of the video, but I gotta say this right now, right here, right now. I love Miami, and I'm going. I have to go this year. It's only right. Guys, we're gonna be working on some Jordan 1 lows. I haven't done Jordan 1 lows in forever, all right? So the first step we gotta do is take out these shoelaces. We got a lot of cool supplies from my sponsor today, which is Tarago. Tarago Sneaker Care hooked up with your boy with some prepare and deglazer and a lot of cool paints, all right? So we gotta take the factory finish off the shoes using this prepare and deglaze. For this custom, I'm gonna be taking off the swoosh off the shoe. I got a cool idea.
A few moments later.
You guys, I had to skip that part because it takes a lot of time to get this swoosh off. Trust me, it takes a minute. Like I said, Tarago Sneaker Care hooked your boy up with all these crazy paints. Man, these paints are really good for customizing shoes, and you can also find them on their website right here. Today's custom, you guys, I'm feeling a little bit of anime, and y'all already know one of my favorite anime shows of all time is. I actually would just pause right now and let y'all guess what it is. Okay, it is definitely Dragon Ball Z. So with this color right here, we gotta do one of my favorite characters. If it ain't Goku, it's definitely Vegeta, hands down. Is Vegeta just like an overconfident, like he just know like he is that dude, man. Let me tell you another good thing about these paints. It's like it really does bond to the shoe. Okay, so as you see, I have to do multiple coats of the color before it really starts coming all the way in. This is what you have to do with most leather paints. You just have to do multiple coats. So that's what you're gonna see me do. It's just paint over it a couple times, take the blow dry out, because the blow dry will help speed up the heating process. And I know a lot of people comment about me not using tape and me not doing this and that. Y'all gotta understand, like, I've been doing this for quite a bit of time. You know, I started on YouTube in 2017, but I promise you, I've been probably starting customizing shoes since like 2015, 2016. So I've been really customizing shoes for a minute. Now, my hands are very steady and I do mess up sometimes. Let's not get it twisted. I do. I will say this, if you are a beginner, make sure you tape up the shoe and make sure you really take your time, because you can mess up and will mess up. Trust me. I messed up a couple of times, all right? So for this custom specifically, we're doing like mostly his suit. You know what I'm saying? He has this blue and white, and then he got some yellow here and there. My favorite Vegeta character, honestly, was the Majin Vegeta. Well, I don't know, like the Super, I'm really going anime a little dorky, little geeky here with y'all, but I would say the Majin Vegeta was lit, hands down. Like he was lit. Now, hands down, Goku had to really struggle against him, all right? After laying down the blue, we're gonna lay down this yellow. This yellow is really good, really vibrant. Shout out to Tarago Sneaker Care Company for hooking me up. And we're gonna be doing the same thing. We're gonna do very light coats right here at the top. We had to add some yellow in there because his suit has some yellow in it, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to add this. I really want to make his suit like on the shoe, but I got a cool idea for that swoosh later on, you guys. Keep on watching the video. Here's a side note, if you ever working on something like really small like this, I would take out a very detailed brush and just take your time and just fill in the jump, man. That's what you see me doing right here. Okay, for this next part, we're gonna be using Tarago's black paint, and basically what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be adding some details around the shoe. Maybe a little bit of cartoon, a little here and there, but we're gonna add these details because his suit has some minor details that you probably missed. I'm gonna be very transparent with y'all. This was very hard to do on camera, so I had to like do a lot of details off camera, but you'll see as these things start coming all the way together. Really difficult to do this free-handed on camera. I think these details really bring the custom together, but that swoosh, I'm really thinking of like, you know how they do like Kamehamehas or they do like energy blasts or something? I'm really thinking about making that swoosh into like an energy blast. I think that would be so dope. And I was thinking it's only right if we add the Majin Vegeta logo on the toe. This is what's gonna really bring the custom even more together. So I was like, yeah, we gotta add this part. This part looks super dope. I really got the image straight from Google. Man, this looks good. Okay, so I replaced the swoosh with this like energy blast custom swoosh. Basically what I did was I got some leather, I cut it out, and I made my own swoosh. I thought this would bring the custom completely 100% together. So I definitely wanted to add this part in here. This looks really dope. And you guys, this is the thing. It's not hard really taking off the other swoosh. All we had to do was just take our X-Acto knife and take it off. And I just thought leaving that would have just been a little boring. So I wanted to get rid of that and put an energy one out there. Here we have the Majin Vegeta custom Jordan 1 lows. These are really dope. I'm really proud of how they came out. I had this vision for them, and man, these are really clean. I'm painting some parts of the shoe with this fire red, and basically I'm painting some parts. So what I'm trying to do, honestly, you guys, is really trying to match the jerseys. That's the thing. With the Chiefs and the Eagles, I'm trying to match the jersey. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just basically painting some parts red, and I'm actually leaving like some small parts white, due to the fact that I'm gonna do a couple little things with the yellow, because I have the design all mapped out in my head. Okay, so all my Chiefs fans is watching this right now, right? Let me ask you a question, right? Did y'all really think that y'all was gonna make it back even though y'all lost Tyreek Hill? Honestly, y'all still are like this is why y'all are here, because y'all are a super power football team. You can't go wrong with that man, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is lit. Can he really go down? And this is another question. Can he really go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks ever? I mean, you think about it. He's 27. He won MVP. He's been to 3 Super Bowls. He's only 27. He's only 27. I have to say this again. He's only 27, and he's been to 3 Super Bowls. Like, this is his 3rd Super Bowl. So it just have you thinking like, is he gonna be like the Jordan of football or what? Can he catch Tom Brady? I mean, y'all let me know in the comments, for real. I really want to know, because Patrick Mahomes, like my boy Stephen A said, well, he says it's about Aaron Rodgers, but Patrick Mahomes is a bad man. Yo, some of the stuff he does on the field is really crazy. It's a little unorthodox, but it works for him. Okay, so we're moving through the custom pretty smooth. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm doing light coats. I'm actually painting some parts of this red. I want to keep the shoe a little bit mostly white due to the fact that I'm going with a jersey design. All right, so I'm actually doing light coats. I filmed a lot of this stuff off camera, but you have to do light coats when you paint a shoe, because you don't want too many like thick coats. It's gonna mess up the whole custom. You want it to make it look very clean coming out. So basically what I'm doing is I'm painting this back part red. And I think this is the last part I'm gonna paint red for now, just due to the fact I want to keep the shoe mostly white. Okay, so the next color I'm using is this yellow from Angelus. Make sure to cop you some paint. Links in the description will be down below. All right, so with their jerseys, they have like this yellow trim around the letters, the numbers. I mean, they have this yellow trim. So I was like, okay, we're gonna basically do the same thing with this. All right, so that's basically what I'm doing. This is why I left the white right where it was at. And I think this is gonna come out really clean when it's all said and done. This part is a little bit tedious, so I'm gonna have to speed it up just a little bit. But that's the whole thing with customizing shoes. But man, when I tell y'all this is gonna look pretty clean, I believe this is gonna look pretty clean. We're gonna do this yellow outline everywhere around the shoe just because it's gonna really make it pop. And also too, I'm doing multiple coats of this yellow. I'm just speeding it up, and I do a lot of stuff off camera because it's kind of just, y'all don't want to see the same repetitive stuff, you know what I'm saying? Basically, the first thing I'm gonna do is paint parts of this shoe green. Now, let me tell you about this. So I mix a lot of colors off camera because I kind of want to get the same exact color. This color was actually a little hard because I had to use dark green and I had to use white, and I had to mix them together, and then I just had to keep doing it over and over. And then another thing is this, is like you have to kind of like judge it, because when you paint it, it may come out darker, it may come out lighter, and then when you do multiple coats, of course it's gonna be a little darker, if you know what I mean, you know? So basically what I'm doing is I'm painting, just like I saw that jersey, I want to implement that jersey right to the shoe. I kind of want to be like a same match, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's talk about Jalen Hurts, right? And let me tell you why I'm actually rooting for Jalen Hurts. And all my Eagles fans out there, disagree me if you want in the comments. Please do it. Now this is why I'm rooting for Jalen. It's because Jalen, y'all really didn't even want him there. Let's be honest. Y'all really didn't want Jalen there. But Jalen has proved himself, and now he's a starting quarterback, and he had an amazing season. Win, lose, with the Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts has proved a lot of people. He has actually proved a lot of people in the front office. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jalen Hurts for number one, just always putting his best foot forward. And then also too, Jalen is a great leader. I'll be listening to like some of like the huddles he have after the game, before the game. Yo, Jalen's a good leader. If I play football, I would want him as my quarterback because he's a great leader. And now I know some people like, yo, Xavier, you know, you riding Jalen hard, you riding Jalen hard. It ain't even like that. No, it ain't like that at all. It's the fact that Jalen, number one, is an underdog. You know what I'm saying? He's an underdog and he proved himself, right? So I think that Jalen honestly deserves to win. Damn, my boy Patrick Mahomes, he's filthy too though. But I don't know. It's gonna be a good game and I can't wait. But you know who I'm rooting for? I'm rooting for Eagles. Philly, stand up. Okay, to really tie this whole thing together, we got to add the stencils. We got to add the logos to the shoe. So basically, we got the eagle right here. And I got this. I actually make all my stencils myself. That's the cool part. If you really want to know how to do that, I've dropped several videos teaching y'all how to do that. So make sure you look in the description box below because I have done it multiple times. So this is what I'm doing first. I have to lay down a couple layers of white. And then from there, it's pretty much easy. Then I have to fill it in. Okay, so I added his jersey. I had to do that as well because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? You got to add his number and his name on the shoe as well. That's going to really make the shoe complete for real, for the Eagles. So basically, I'm doing the same thing is spray painting. I said spray paint, airbrushing it white, and then going back in and doing it. Okay, so now, Kansas City Chiefs logo. Basically, I'm doing the same thing I did with the Eagles. Is I did my own stencil, I cut it out, and then I added it on there, right? So now this is how it looks. Booyah. That looks pretty good, right? So then I'm adding my homeboy. That's what Shanna be saying, my homeboy. Yo, I'm going for Jayla though. All right, so basically doing the same thing. Easy, light work. Let's do it. Okay, so we finally made it to the end of the video. These are how the shoes came.
So after we take the factory finish off the shoe, now we have to tape it down. I know y'all wonder, why do we have to tape the shoe? Well, we have to tape the shoe because we gotta get like the shapes. All right, now what you have to do is just take your finger, get in these grooves. Okay, so next, if you have a pen, you might want to use a pen. Because we're gonna take this off and basically I'm gonna add it to the fabric. We got it, put that to the side. That's our shape for the toe. Then, alright, so we got our cutouts, basically. Well, they're about to be our cutouts, but this is like the outlines. So we're gonna add it to the fabric and then cut it out, you know? I actually learned this trick from another guy named Sticker in the Bag. Shout out to Sticker in the Bag. So that's exactly what we're about to do. This fabric looks insanely sick. Alright, so we're done cutting them out and this is what they should look like, man. So we're gonna have our Angelus clear shoe cement, right? We're gonna use all of these and then we're gonna attach them to the shoe. This is gonna look dope. I'm trying to tell you guys, like this right here, I'm already picturing it. This is gonna look amazing. This is honestly one of the best glues out here. It's either this or barge cement.
Okay, you guys, so basically this step I'm doing now is I'm applying the glue to the fabric, and basically what I'm doing is I'm using a paintbrush due to the fact this glue is very light that I can apply this glue to the fabric, then I can add it to the shoe, and this shoe cement is really, really great, you guys.
So we got the Dior fabric on the shoes. It came out really clean. These are looking very great. I just got to put the shoelaces in there. But this is not the only custom
Shoestrings out of the shoes. This is the prepping that we have to do before we paint. The next thing we gotta do is we gotta take the factory finish off the shoes. You guys, you would not believe it's factory finish on the shoes because it's clear coat, but you gotta take it off. You know what I'm saying? We don't want our shoes cracking. We don't want our shoes messing up after we finish. Okay, for this custom right here, we gotta tape up the shoes. Now I know sometimes I act like I'm too good to tape up the shoe when I'm customizing, but I just put out that video. So, and that video said you need to tape up your shoes. So that's what I'm doing, all right? So with this custom, we're gonna require some glue, E6000, and some glitter. Now, look, hold on, wait. Cause I know y'all be ready to click off. Just wait, you know what I'm saying? Cause the custom gonna be fire. The idea I got in mind. So first thing we gotta apply the glue and then we apply the glitter. Now I know a lot of men out there, you know, they have this thing about glitter, but look, these shoes gonna be fire. Trust and believe in Xavier Kickz, please. Have faith in me, okay? So basically what we're doing is we applying the glue everywhere around the shoe that we want the glitter to be while we masked off the other parts. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm gonna do this a little bit over and over and over. This is tedious. So back in my mind, I was thinking, yo, this might take a little while because I'm basically doing the whole shoe like this. But y'all gonna see because I'm gonna add a little thing to it that's gonna make it pop. When I tell y'all these things are tedious to do, these are very much tedious. But it's the thing is, you are so worried about how long it's gonna take that you're not even thinking back in your mind like, hey, this is gonna actually come out really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually about to finish them up. I gotta just apply some glue. This is another thing too. When I was looking on TikTok about this idea, shout out to all the people that has done this before me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna gatekeep. Look on TikTok, 'cause that's where I got the idea from. But I would say this, it looks easy, but then again, if you don't do it right, it's gonna look very messy and sloppy. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know y'all don't wanna see me keep doing this over and over again, so we just gonna cut right to the part where I take the tape off. Look at this, watch this. Whew, clean. Y'all gotta give your boy some credit. Look at that, clean. That is satisfying to watch, like taking the table. Now, I ain't gonna lie, if you peeped a little bit, I messed up just a little bit and had to go back in and add some more glue because I ain't expect the glue to come off like that. You know what I'm saying? So this is what they look like so far, but I'm gonna add a little more touch, like a little bit more Xavier Kickz to it to make it really, really pop.
Guys, I've been working on these things all night, but here is how they look. I think they look good, but let me know in the comments section. Okay, you guys, this is what it looks like. Yo, these look actually pretty fire. The bottoms was what make it look nice. Hold on, let the camera focus, but yo,